Do you believe in paternity testing?
What do you mean, do I believe in it?
Like, say if do you believe in mandatory paternity DNA testing right after the woman gives birth?
Oh, it depends.
What do you
If
mean?
I if I had been in a serious relationship for a decent amount of time and I then had a child, I don't think it should be mandatory, no.
Hmm. But you don't think it's fair that the man know that it's his child before his name gets put on that birth certificate and he's liable to pay 18 years of child support?
If it's that much of an issue, don't put your name on the birth certificate.
Okay, that's fair. So whose name are you gonna put on the birth certificate?
Mine. It's my child. I birthed it.
You you do know that's not how things work, right?
What do you mean?
You can't. They put the father's name on the. You gotta put the father's
You know,
name on the birth
if
certificate.
there's no father present, there's no father's name gets put on the birth certificate.
No, no.
Well,
You
maybe not where you're from, but where I'm from. Yeah,
where are you from?
England.
Okay, all right, all right. Do you believe in gender roles in a relationship?
What do you mean?
Okay, for an example, the man provides, protects his woman. All
No,
right, no.
I think it's first of all, I think it's a personal opinion. Like, it depends on the person and what
Okay,
they like in a
okay,
relationship.
but personally for you, do you believe in them?
In terms of a larger situation, like, do I believe that my partner in the future should provide for me and therefore I don't have to work? No, because I want to work and I want to earn my own money. However, in on a lower scale, I myself as a person like to feel protected in a relationship. I find it attractive when somebody is protective over me.
Okay, so if you're married, all
Mm,
right, what is the point of you working?
because I want to,
Okay, but the man is providing all the money. You don't have to work. So
but
you're telling me that you would still
I want to.
why? So is your career more important than your marriage?
Not necessarily, but my career is still important to me. You know, if I'm already in the career before I get married, I would have worked hard to get into that career. Why would I want to just stop?
Say if you have a kid,
Okay, cool. I have
are you still going say after the kid's maybe 1 or 2 years old and you're off of paternity leave, whatever. Are you going to go continue working after that?
it's a hard situation to say, but
Not really. I mean, because if both parents are going to work and the child is constantly at daycare, are you truly raising your child? You're not really raising your child. So somebody has to be at home.
I disagree with you. Um,
Hmm.
but I think if my child got to a certain age, then yeah, I would go back to work.
But who's going to raise the child? And who's going to take care of the
Me,
household? How are you going to
me.
raise a child when you're at work?
Okay, but first of all, I said when my child gets to a certain age. When my child starts going to what you would call preschool at about 3 or 4, then yeah, I would definitely go back to work.
He's 3 or 4. So where's the kid? Who's going to raise the kid if both parents are at work?
Still, both parents. You can raise a child and work at the same time.
It's not going to be very successful. Relationships are better when there are gender roles. So when the man goes to work, provides the money for the wife. But you see, feminism has got y'all to, oh, I want to be strong and independent. I want to go
But it's got
make
nothing
my.
to. It's got nothing to do with feminism. It's got nothing to do with feminism.
Nigga, what? It does.
I
I
want
mean,
to work because no, it doesn't. I want to work
it
because I
does.
enjoy what I do.
Okay, you enjoy what you do, but you have a kid that you're supposed to be responsible for and that you're supposed to raise. So if you got both of the parents at work, it's not going to work. Like the child's going to constantly, it's going to be at daycare. It's going to be
when the kid is going to preschool.
Okay, he's at preschool, but you're not really being a mother. You're not really being a parent if you're constantly at work.
Supposed to do?
That means
homeschool my child.
You're not supposed to homeschool your child. You're supposed to be a mother, stay at home, and take care of the kids.
You think that when I have children, even when they're in preschool, I should be staying at home and doing what?
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Staying at home and raising your kids?
How am I raising kids if they're at preschool every day?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Well, how are you raising kids when you're at work every day? I can say the same thing.
Because if they go to preschool, I can work.
Well, they're not at preschool 24 hours a day.
I don't work 24 hours a day.
Okay, but most of your time is going to be at work. You're not really raising your kids. You're not really raising your kids if both parents are at work. One has to stay home. That's just how it is.
Okay, then, sure. Why does that have to be the woman?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think my brain just committed suicide.
Because the man is primarily the caregiver.
Why can't the woman do that though?
I never said the woman couldn't do that. In most cases, the man is the breadwinner. That's why I'm saying. I
agree.
That's why, and that's why I said that. I never said that. I mean, in some cases, stay-at-home dads exist. Does it work out? Women are more nurturing and caring.
That's true.
So somebody has to stay home. So I don't know.
I don't agree with you.
You don't agree with me?
I don't agree that somebody has to stay home.
I mean, then you're just going to rely on the education system to raise your kids, then?
No.
Okay. So who's doing it if you're not? And he's not.
I am.
How?
That's the point.
How many days of work do you? How many days out of the week do you want to work?
Do I want to work? I don't know. It depends. It depends on what job I have at the time.
Just give me a guesstimate.
I mean, I'm an actor.
She belongs to the streets.
So I can be in and out of work. Sometimes I'll be working 6 days a week. Sometimes I won't be working at all.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
And why not?
It's not going to work.
Why not?
If the man is working long hours, 12-hour, 13-hour work days, what you going to get a nanny or something? You going to get a super nanny? Because it's not going to work out. What's your body count?
Why the fuck does that matter?
I'm asking. Are you ashamed of it?
No, but it's none of your business, and it's not relevant to the conversation.
Oh, it's none of my business, huh?
Yeah, it's none of your business.
Why are you getting offended? If it's not a bad thing.
Because that's none of your business. It's a very personal question to ask someone. And you're also insinuating that my upbringing has an effect.
I'm asking you, what's your body count? You can't get offensive, especially when a man asks you your body count. I get it's a personal thing, but if you're not ashamed of your body count, right? You shouldn't get offended about something like that.
I'm not offended because I'm ashamed of my body count. I'm not offended that I was asked about my body count.
So can I so do you mind if I guess?
Go for it. Because
you're in college, you know what I'm saying? And most college girls, they be they be taking a whole lot of cack, okay? Is it in the double digits?
No.
Okay, so 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so it's not in the double digits. That's good. That's good. You got to keep the body count low because body count matters. You want to know why?
Why? Because
men don't want to be with a ran-through woman. Okay?
Cool. I could not give less of a fuck, to be honest.
Wow. So you don't.
But why should I care? Why should I?
So you don't care what men think?
No, I didn't say that. But why would I want to be with someone who would reject me based on my body count?
Did you know that body count, the more men you sleep with, it affects your ability to pair bond? There's actually studies on this. I'm not just talking out of my ass. It's scientifically proven.
Right, okay, but anyway, back to my previous statement that you didn't let me finish because you wanted to guess my body count. I'm not offended that you asked me my body count. That's not what's offensive to me. I have no issue talking about my body count to people. It's not a problem to me.
So why'd you get offended?
I wasn't offended.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Hell no.
The reason I have an issue with you asking that question is because of the context of the conversation.
Okay.
We were talking.
You think I'm inferring something? I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, that's fine. Asking a question, fine. But given the context of the conversation, you are insinuating.
Insinuating what? I just asked a question.
We were talking about my upbringing, and I said that I turned out fine. I'm doing great for myself. And you asked me what my body count was. You are therefore insinuating that you assumed that my body count was high.
Just asking a question. You are jumping to the conclusion that I am insinuating. And then you got offended because you did get offended. And
Okay,
if your body, well, then what?
Sounds like you're insinuating.
Well, you shouldn't just jump to conclusions. You should just ask somebody. That's a poor communication skill. That's a very poor communication skill.
Sure.
Instead of like being emotional, which I get it. You are emotional. You're a female, so I don't blame you. You shouldn't just jump to the conclusion. You should just answer the question. See it, bitch.
You're a cunt.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.